Hey, right now I'm not planting anything. I'm putting in a shelf. So, figured I might as well bring y'all along. And I think Johnny's passed out in the chair over there sleeping. Feels nice in here. It's a little chilly outside, but it feels nice in here. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shelf and put in a new bench section. Yeah, I don't mind awkward guys. And we get some credits. Hey, everybody coming in. Got the bench in, still need to fill in a little piece here, but I'm good with that for right now. Now I can chat. So what's everybody up to today? I want to come to Oklahoma and build you one. Ooh, that's a trip. It's really not hard to build one. Not like this, anyway. Nice shirt. Thanks. Friend of mine. Hey Eli, how's it going? If y'all can't tell, we've got some pretty good wind going on right now. I had to fix a little bit of the plastic up there around the top. But hopefully, I've been getting a lot of sales here lately, so I need to get going on those. Freezing, so sick of the cold weather. I bet you are. But hopefully with sales, I can get a couple of things I want to get done. I want to get a plucker, and then I want to get the polycarbonate for the roof on this at least. $39 there. Whew! Nope, too cold for me. It's in the 50s here. And inside here it is 84 right where I'm sitting right now, so it's pretty nice. Hey, the Apricot Tiny House. Hey, I know I butchered that name, but in the 50s here also. figured I could do a live with y'all today, since I don't have anything filmed and edited today, because I got a mower yesterday. So I had to mow this whole place, and it was mid-calf high on me. So for some people, it would probably need tall grass. All right, awesome. But I do need to do some potting up of some peppers and stuff, but I will get that soon. I also have some that are going to go out into the garden. As most of you already know, I'm not really looking at the camera. I've got my computer screen here. I guess I can do this. But either way, I'm still going to be looking down. It's so bright in here, it's hard to see this sometimes anyway. And there goes another round of wind. Yeah, the wind's blowing hard enough that alright, the base of this thing is heavy. I mean, this is a heavy greenhouse. I've got 4x6s around the bottom, and the wind is still able to shift it a little bit now. Mom, I'm going to stay on for, I don't know, hour. I'm going to be on here for an hour at least, if not more. I'm trying to get some more up. So I'm going to be here for a little while. I'm so close to my hours, I really want to get, I'm just trying to get some more hours. Thanks, Tanya, I appreciate it. Woo, big gust. So I've got the window and the screen door all the way open, and it's still 86 degrees in here. So I'm gonna have to invest in some more ventilation to put up here in the top and over there in the top. That way when it gets up to temperature, they'll open up. Kathy, yeah, you do have to worry about the plastic ripping. But the plastic is temporary. And I put it up there knowing that I was going to have to take it down for when I put the polycarbonate up. But yeah, the plastic can rip. You have the greenhouse staked to the ground? Not yet. I'll get out some drill bits and I'll rebar it to the ground. Alright, living a rogue life. Take care. I got my yard work done yesterday. Bought a mower, broke the mower, spent money on the mower, fixed the mower, and then finished mowing. Broke a spindle on it while I was mowing. But yeah, Ridge Life, I need to just drill a hole through the sill plate and then rebar it down. Thanks, Miss Brenda. Hey, Chris. That's expensive grass. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Thanks, Stacy. Hey, Battle. And we buffer over. Yeah, that wind's really wicked. Wind's blowing enough, it blew a basketball goal over. Yeah, mine is, Eli, mine is 6 mil, so it is tougher. Yeah, it really is rocking. Do what?
This kept hitting me in the head every time the wind was blowing.
So what it's doing, it's not really messing with the 4x6s on the ground, but the whole structure will kind of shift. Hey, Foster Family Fun. Hey, Paul, Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. How you doing? Just blasted it all over Facebook. Thanks, Misty. You're at work. Oh, that's rough. Thanks, Bitty Boo. I appreciate it. But I'm glad. I mean, it's holding up pretty good to the wind, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh, you're gonna do your live in 3 hours? That sounds fun. Had to pick up the lids to your rabbit cages. Yesterday, after I got done mowing, I automated the water system to the chicken pen. You'll get it, Kathy. I know you will. I thought about trying that before, but I haven't gotten it yet. Yeah, Chris, I understand you're driving. It's nap time in Texas, huh? So I automated the water to the chickens yesterday after I got done mowing. Cleaned up the yard some more. Did all that fun stuff. Plotting and planting on the garden. We'll probably start planting some stuff. Maybe, depending on how it is tomorrow, it's supposed to rain here in a little bit. Crooked Wood Family Orchard. Hey, how you doing? Glad you could stop in. I gotta take his head off. I'm melting. Mower, you mean sheep? No, I actually got a riding mower. The sheep will be across the road. I will eventually, once I get the front yard fence in, I'll probably turn sheep loose every once in a while. I just gotta fence out my garden area. And yeah, everybody, if you are not subbed to Making Lemonade from Lemons, please check her out for me. That's my battle, and she is so close to 1K. I mean, really pushing close. Last I checked, she was like 50 away, and she's probably on that now. So, black-faced dorpers. Yeah, and that, and my sheep are mowing Miss Brenda's place. And then over at my dad's, there's a woolly sheep named Dottie. Woo! Hey, illegal outdoorsman. That wind is ripping, man. Come on, buddy. You can get in here. Come on. Never mind. You want in? I guess she changed her mind. She didn't want in. Sounds like a teenager who tried to crank their door to town. wind is ripping pretty good out here. So what's everybody else up to? Almost a watch hour. That's good. That's awesome. I appreciate it, illegal outdoorsman. I need all the watch time I can get. I'm really, really close. Ooh, 28 degrees. That's a little too chilly. Hey, Don Goff, how you doing? Am I back? Alright, I'm back. Lost connection somehow. But I'm back. Hey, Freezer Bound Outdoors. Yeah, I don't know what happened. My phone just lost connection for some reason. I saw somebody said I was buffering, and then I had to reconnect. And then it gave me an error screen on my end on my computer. No, I'm right here, Kathy. Just refresh your computer. Hey, Scott. What seedlings am I getting ready? I am going to transplant some peppers. I got them all number coded, so I don't know what is what, honestly. P34s or Sparskies. Never tried those before. I'm gonna give them a shot this year. Pretty good root system on them. Not as good as some of the rest I've seen. Well, come on in, Pookie. Lighten them up a little bit. Hey, Castle Hive. got a little dry. They need some water. He's in cooking. Ooh, black olives. That's one thing I don't do, can't do, won't do is olives. Oh, that's not cool. His car died on him. Who's sitting in the back with her feet up? That is my wife, Johnny. She is over there peeking at me with one eye and napping with the other. That's just how she rolls in the greenhouse. She comes out here to take a nap. Thanks, Tanya. I appreciate that. And okay, there I am. All right, how to garden. Take care. Glad you stopped in. Hey, Empty Nesters Homestead, how you doing? And there we go again. Yeah, I don't know what it is. My phone keeps connecting, reconnecting, being weird. All right, Miss Brenda, I appreciate it. Live stream has stopped. I thought I just fixed it, Paul. Hey, CJM Farms. Yeah, I'm just potting up some of my pepper plants. I put a... Well, hey, Tori, I didn't realize it was you. Put a new bench in, and since I'm out here doing a live anyway, might as well pot up some plants, right? All right, Paul, see you back when you get back. Hey, Gidget 21679, how you doing? Let's see here, what are we messing with now? U38. Sunbright Peppers. It's a new one for me. Hey, Amy McFarland, the Off-Grid Empath, how you doing? I think I need taller chairs out here. That's cute, Mo. That's fine. Any friend of Mo is cool here. I'm glad she did. Sorry about your mess in your garden. I missed the question, but I'm glad Shayla got it. She's pretty spiffy with all that too. The what, Temperance? Oh, would you get me some tea, please? I don't know if I like you need to straighten up. Hey, Wild Bill Wilt. Hey, Christina. Glad Mo sent you. Empty Nester Homestead. Me and the Self-Reliant Roadshow built this. You want to see how we did it? It's on the Self-Reliant Roadshow channel. And we built it in a couple hours. Hey, Two Family Homestead. How y'all doing? And it's mostly made out of used material, except for the sill plates, which are 4x6s that I bought. What are you doing, honey?
Trying to come in the door. Here.
Thank you. Hold on, I'll get it. Thank you, Temperance. Well, bye, Pookie. Now you remember Empty Nester Homestead? For people who are new to the channel, like most said, I am Nathan. The feet behind me are Johnny. And this greenhouse right now currently has over 60 different varieties of peppers, hot and sweet varieties. And 11 varieties of tomatoes. Right now I am potting up some of my peppers from where they had in my seed starting trays, and I'm just taking and putting them in red Solo cups to pot them up. These are I just look. I got 4 pages of stuff planted. They're Sunbright peppers, what I'm doing here. But I planted 73 varieties. Planted them heavy in the 6-cell trays. But yeah, a few varieties just didn't make it. But that's fine, I got more than enough to play with. Yeah, Empty Nester 73 varieties, so 73 times 6. And that's just the minimum, because like this one here, there's 2 in this cell, and there were 2 in this cell, so I really don't have an accurate count of exactly how many's in here. I just know I have a huge spot tilled up out in back, and it might not be big enough. This variety, I don't know. This is my first year messing with these, and they were sent to me, so I don't know if these are hot or sweet. Well, that's fine, because I've got somebody who lives in my camper, and I use him as a pepper test dummy. My garden spot probably won't be big enough. Probably not. Hey, Dojo's allotment specialist, how you doing? Tanya, I don't know if you watched my video from the other day of where we had started tilling this patch over here behind the house. Well, we wound up having to plow it, and then we had to disc it, of course, because it got plowed. But we broke a tooth on the tiller. Broke a tooth on the tiller trying to till it up. So we broke out the plow and broke out the disc and got it taken care of that way. But with that said, I put my weed fabric down and I won't have to mess with it for a good long time. That's tilling it and things of that nature. I swear those dogs bark. They just bark. No. They don't have any leaves on them. Who do we got next? You. Right there. P35. Okay. These desperately need some water, but they are golden bell peppers. Golden California Wonders. Yeah, bell peppers. About out of cups. Family, has Ohio ever been a normal state? Because you know me so well. If there's a joke in something, I'm probably going to say it. I know some people haven't been able to start gardens yet, but who all has stuff started or plans to start, anything like that? What all is going on with everybody else? I still have 3 trays in the house, but I've got 11 trays out here. My second batch of all paste tomatoes are actually starting to sprout now. So I am definitely happy about that. Some of the herbs I planted recently are starting to sprout. And some of the peppers I replanted, they're doing better this time than they did last time. They're starting to sprout as well. Okay, Shayla, did you send it to the P.O. box? Because if so, I haven't been there lately. Although Johnny's bugging me about it. Hey, Raymond Williams. I got some peas planted outside already, and I've got potatoes planted outside. I just got to get everything else planted outside. I've got my squash and zucchini row set out. I don't have them planted yet. I still need to lay another 6 foot of fabric for a cucumber row. And I need to build trellises for them. Which might just be some T-post and some chicken wire. Hey D, how you doing? Yeah, Albany Mountain, it is really windy here today. We're supposed to have some rain coming in. All right, Narrowway Farms, I appreciate it. Nice, that sounds good. Have you, Tori, have you been FaceTiming your plants to see how they're doing? Because that's something that I would probably do. Yeah, Wild Bill, that's the way it was here too. The tilling got pushed back a couple weeks. Ideally, I would have liked to have done it last fall, but getting the tractor and implements around here, which my dad has all the tractor and the implements for me to use, but to get them here is like pulling teeth. Unless it's for him, it just really ain't gonna get done quickly. Thanks, Ridge Life, I appreciate it. Daughter sent you video updates of the garden. At least she does that for you. Just daily updates of the garden for you. Hey J Love, how you doing? At least you get your updates. Kathy, that's fine with me. I'm still just trying to get the hours. Albany Mountain Homestead, all I have outside is Mississippi pink-eye peas and some potatoes. And planting all these. I think 6 inches is a little close on jalapenos actually, because they will grow up and bush out a little bit. I'd put at least a foot between them. Hey, little makers. Wild Bill Will, yes, I have potatoes planted. I would send Temperance a message, but I'm using my phone. Yeah, Battle, that's what I was saying. Sometimes you can miss some if you get them a little too close, because they'll hold each other up too, so that kind of helps. All right, Tori, see you later. It's on the top. You might have to take the stuff out of it. Woo! Where to find Lanford pole bean seeds? I've never heard of Lanford pole beans, so I have no clue. I wish I had my own tractor. Every once in a while I go and look at them just to dream. I wouldn't mind a little subcompact tractor. Just one big enough to, you know, pick up hay bales and drop them off and things of that nature. Thanks, Mo, for reminding me. I didn't even thumbs up my own video. Nice. Yeah, it's probably like around here. Unless it's peaches and cream corn, it's not going to sell around here. Hey, the Big Blue House Homestead, how you doing? Yeah, I'm out here doing some potting up. I put in a new bench, and I still have one more bench to build over there, and then I'll start adding a second tier eventually. Just as good in the winter with the maintaining the temperature, because this says it's 100 and something in here, but it doesn't feel like it's 100 and something. So hopefully, with as much heat as it holds in the difference in temperature outside to the temperature difference inside. Hopefully in the winter it holds like that as well. And then I should be able to grow in here this winter pretty well. Especially like cabbages and things like that. You ever planted kohlrabi? I have not. I've never even eaten kohlrabi. I think I have some kohlrabi seeds, but I don't know the first thing about it. Like a turnip. Yeah, like I know what it looks like. Never really ate turnips too much. But if it's like we don't really eat a whole lot of turnips or radishes or anything like that. Okay, the leaves taste similar to cabbage. That I might can get away with. Don't want to get bigger than baseballs, it gets woody. Huh. Now, if it tastes like some cabbage now, we might have a plan going on. Because we all here enjoy some cabbage. I might have to restaple this back wall. Mild in flavor, huh? Like, I don't remember my parents or grandparents even growing any turnips growing up. That's how much we just don't eat them. I know a lot of people use turnips as like replacements for like potatoes, and we just eat potatoes. Like we even have a hard time growing. Root vegetables here can kind of be rough trying to grow them because the soil is so dense. State turnip greens, yeah. Well, I take that back. I guess my grandparents did raise it because they ate all kind of greens. Eat the greens, feed the tubers to the pigs. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, that makes sense to me. It grows above ground. Okay, that probably will grow. I know carrots. Carrots we have to grow in raised beds here just because they just can't penetrate the soil. Even with the good till and everything like that, it just they don't like it. Hey Misty, what was for lunch? Doing some paperwork. Yeah, really hard clay. Exactly. Well, especially where my garden is, because it was a cattle pasture. So it's had no telling how many hooves on it, putting, 1,000 pounds worth of weight on it at a time. Made quesadillas in the new air fryer. I like me some quesadillas. I did plant some radishes last year. Grilled a few of them, but mostly I used them to till up the soil a little bit. And then after that, people were buying them from me. Come on, Bomber, get in here. What'd you have to chase down?
Those?
They flew out.
Oh, I think I got them all.
That's fine. I believe you did get them all because I don't remember how many there were. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you got them all. I think she's trying to get me to plant some seeds for her. She bought a pack from Tractor Supply the other day. It's a Seeds of Change, but it's a tea pack. So, I don't remember how much it was. Yeah. Eggers and bacon, yeah, more seeds starting. The wife just brought some seeds out. It's a 4-pack of seeds come in a tea pack. And you've got peppermint, chamomile, lemon balm, and rosemary. Which, we have all these things, like planted and established, except for chamomile. It's just over in the field. Gotta move y'all just a little bit, get the seed tray in here. There we go. Wild Bill, most of my raised beds at the old house are filled up with cattle compost. So I've been slowly dismantling them and bringing them over here and refilling beds over here. P64, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 more cups. 3 more here. P64. What are you, P64? Oh, these are Thai hot peppers. We'll start these in the house. Hear me? These are some tiny Thai hot peppers. All right, Kathy, see you later. See, last year, in one spot, and then my old goat and hog pen, I planted in also. So instead of taking the compost somewhere else, I just planted directly in it. And it worked out great. I'm just not willing to drive over there every day and go play in it now. So I'll scoop it all up and bring it over here. Have a pile of hog compost. That works pretty good in my experience. Here for too much longer, I'll start building a new hog pen closer. Okay, goat you can use instantly. Chicken and hog, you really want to let it compost. But goat, you can use it as an instant fertilizer. Yeah, Eggers and Bacon, I don't have a soldering iron, but I've got an awl, and I'll push it through several of them at a time. Just gotta use what I got. Yep, Eli, rabbit manure is really, really good. I have a couple of poop factories over there. No, you can raise one hog. If I'm back now, yeah. You can raise one hog cold. Googling it will help out a lot. But chicken manure and bird manure, you really need to compost that. Hog manure, you need to compost. Horse is better if you compost it, but rabbit, you can use it instantly. Goat is cold, you can use it instantly. Sheep, those type of things, you can use it instantly. But don't take my word for it. I mean, do your research. That's just what I do. Yeah, Eli, that's actually a really good idea. I've got to put 10 up underneath my rabbit pens and my quail pens since we moved them to build a basically a poop chute for all my pens. Johnny's over there laughing because I said poop chute. I mean, like, no adult should laugh hard at somebody saying poop chute, but she's over there laughing her butt off. I hear Peaches. Peaches is at the door, John. Peaches, what's the matter? What's Tim yelling about?
He said she wasn't yelling.
Oh. I'll put you back over here. Yeah, I'm still rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 6 cups left. 6 plants to do. Can't get no better than that. I'll have to go get more cups. and P62.
Quit, Mama.
See, now I got J-Love saying poop shoot. And she's laughing again.
Quit, Taco.
You little sneaker, why are you stealing my water? Huh? You're not that cute. What are you doing? Huh? You think you're adorable or something? Yeah, I haven't heard poop shoot in a while. Gets too deep, the poop shoot can become a crap shoot real quick. The wit, the wit. What, Beaches? What? You want to show off for the camera? But nobody thinks you're cute. Come here. Everybody tell this puppy that it's not cute. Tell her. Tell her she's not cute. Tell her she's an ugly puppy. My eggplants, I started them January 31st. See, everybody's saying you're not that cute. Ow. Shayla says you ugly and your mama dresses you funny. Quit. No cords. I said no. So you're gonna lick it? Test your limits, huh? Puppy's a rotten hot mess, I'll tell you that right now. Bomber, shut it. Before your mama gets on to you. Mods, will any of y'all post my link, please? Wide Bill Witt's asking for it. Well, Tanya, did you just say you're not alone? I think you're mistaken, Mo. Last time I checked, your name's Blue. I know, I try to be. See? Your name's Blue. What'd I say? Paul, I was just messing with her. She said she wasn't a mod. So when she said that, I modded her real quick. I'm out of guys. There's no more potting up currently until I go to town, and I'm not doing that today because I don't want to, and I don't have to do anything I don't want to. I think he's asking for my YouTube link. I'm not real sure. So I don't really know what link he's wanting, but we can oblige. What do you mean, Paul? You have a wrench. Oh yeah, Albany. Yeah, Albany Mountain, they definitely need shade, they need clean water. Your best bet on that is like a pig nipple to keep it clean, soaking and fermenting their feed. Basically you're slopping your hogs, and they will love you forever. And if you train them to a certain color bucket, they're easy to manage and easy to put up, as long as they're hungry. But they're pigs, and pigs are usually always hungry. So, buckets are pretty easy to bucket train. You're welcome, Paul. What do you want? The little whimper. Yeah, she thinks she's cute and gets what she wants, but she's a pain in the butt. And so she's gonna drink out of my plant water again. Everybody done said you're not that cute. I don't know why you want up here. They are. Pigs are the most intelligent livestock. And when your produce comes in and you're sitting there processing your vegetables and stuff, getting it ready to can and freeze and everything you do, your feed bill will go down quite a bit with them. So, and you know you're putting good stuff in them when you're doing your own. Shayla, she ain't mine to train. She's Temperance's to train. She is Tempe's birthday present. She is all Tempe's responsibility. All I do is foot the feed bill. But Temperance more than makes up for that. For being 11, she does a lot of work around here. You don't do nothing. Nope, nothing goes to waste when you have pigs. Nothing at all. Another thing with pigs too, if you have a garden spot you want to expand, fence it in and let them go to work, because pigs are marvelous creatures. They've got a rototiller attached to the end of their nose. So you fence them in a spot with some, electric wire, a good trained hog with to electric wire, and they'll root up your garden for you. They'll till it, break it up, and fertilize it while they're doing it. Hogs are absolutely amazing to do it. I was actually looking at some pigs earlier on the internet, trying to, I don't know, window shop a little bit. Because I really do, I miss my pigs. I've got a couple of videos up of just my piglets playing, and those dudes are hilarious because they'll pick up the end of the water hose and act like they're spraying the other ones down and just dragging the hose around and everything. Eggs and bacon, what breed you pick? Yep, pigs will let you pick your neighbors, yep. Nice, Wild Bill. What kind are you getting? I can sit here and talk pigs, quail. I can talk livestock to you all you want. I absolutely love livestock. I grew up raising Angus and horses, Mangalista Guinea hog crosses. Those will be some nice ones. Durocs are nice too. My last full-size pigs were Black Berkshires. Had Charlotte. She was like a big dog. And then the only male we had was like a mini pig. Hey, there's another pig man right there. How you doing, Shannon? Strong enough to bend Homestead. How you doing? I know his pigs are delicious. I had a lot of barbecue off of one of them last year. Yeah, Wild Bill, Durocs are really tasty. Oh yeah, got a really good friends here in this community. Found a solar charger, or my buddy found one, but I need to take the control unit out of it and replace it. It's an old one. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head what the brand name is. But I can replace the guts to it and make it work again. But I have the battery and the solar panel to it, which are the expensive parts. Plus everything on it you can replace, so I like that about it. Because even with me running American wire for most everything, I like running hot wires inside of it anyway. Especially goats, because goats are jerks and get their heads stuck through fences and stuff, but that electric 2-inch wide electric tape works great about stopping that. Bomber, you're going to stop or Mama whoops you. Well built, there's not much I can do to control the temperature in here. At this time, I need to add some vents, but my goal is to keep it under 100 degrees. And if I do that, I'm doing pretty good. But if you can keep it in here to where your nighttime temperatures are inside of it's about 60, your tomato plants are going to absolutely love it. Yeah, Eli, goats are a pain. I don't have the brush for goats, so I'm going to sheep. I do love I love goats. I do. They're tasty. They're fun to watch. Things of that nature. But I have no brush or trees or anything like that, so I'm going with sheep. Now, Wild Bill, I do know that most of the ventilation control stuff, once it hits 70 inside, they start to open up to vent it. So I would say that 70 is about the range you want to go with. And then hopefully next spring, once I have, what's the best type of race for bacon? Okay. And when anybody asks about bacon pigs, the first thing that comes to my mind is Tamworths. They're a long, lean pig, so you get extra bacon. No, you didn't miss it. No one had asked. But when it comes, when I think of a bacon pig, I think of a Tamworth because they're longer and they're leaner. And to me, that is the bacon pig, Tamworths. I think bacon makes everybody happy. Now I can't do pigs in the city, unfortunately. Now I might get some, just a few dairy goats. Maybe a couple of meat goats. I don't know. I haven't really decided. Hopefully I can run across a deal like I did this spring, which I didn't have the place to put them. Well, Bill, I hope you have a great day. And I hope you have a nice visit with your in-laws. But, I hope the deal I found this spring is people were selling dairy bull calves for like $75 a piece. And my thinking is pick up 2 of those the first year. And then I have that, hey Ruru, so I have the 2 acres over there.
Or have to do it like this and rows under the carport.
Yeah, you could. Peaches. But my idea is to get 2 bull calves the first year, raise them, and steer them out really quick. But raise them on the 2 acres. Now the first year, one of them's only going to get to about a year old, then process it out, which isn't optimal, but it'll get you some beef going. And then the next year, you buy another one and raise it, and then you have a year old as well. So at the end of that year, you process it out. My homesteading, you should be able to get Tamworths. Tamworths they used to be a very popular breed. Peaches, quit whining. Quit whining. Quit whining. You just want your little girl. No, she don't want you. So pitiful. I would think you'd be able to get some Tamworths. No, she wants out. Come here, hush. Another one, Mo, is Mulefoot. They would do pretty decent for bacon and lard. I know you should be able to get those pretty good. Holstein bulls for free. Huh. It's not a bad deal. Really not a bad deal if you got a place to put them. Yeah, mulefoot pigs. Missouri mulefoots. They don't have a split toe. They got a solid toe. Kind of like a mule. That's why it's called a mulefoot. Why do you bite me? Quit biting. First, I want to do chickens and rabbits. Yeah, rabbits are a good start. I always advocate quail because you can get the quail. They're easy. Them and rabbits are easiest to set up. No, they won't put on like marbleized meat or anything like that. But you can make a lot of hamburgers. Quit. I wouldn't say you could really get like steaks and things out of it. No, but you can make a lot of hamburgers. What? I opened the door. You don't want out now?
Timber still up there.
Roo-roo. See? You didn't want out there after all. Come on. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta put the puppy in the house.
Grab my teeth. Grab my teeth.
This wind has pulled up all kind of weed fabric. I gotta pin down some more weed fabric. Want to try some quail when you come visit? That can be arranged. Don't have the place to put them. No, I can understand that, eggers and bacon. Yeah, I hope the virus is gone to myself. It's had enough hold on everybody. It can go away now. Let's just play in different times. That's fine. Pookie, where have you been to be wet? Get it. You better quit.
Go away.
Such a bad dog. Hey, Crystal. Hey, not cool. How you feeling, Crystal? Yeah, you just lay there and take a nap. And why are you wet? Hmm? I would ask why you smell bad, but you always smell bad.
He probably jumped in the pond down there.
Probably, weirdo. Quit! Oh, they couldn't? I'm sorry. Did they give you a reason, or they just didn't want to? You're nursing your sadness with a milkshake. That should get rid of sadness pretty quick. All right, Paul. See you in a minute when you get back. I wish they would have been able to do that extraction for you. You'd have been feeling like 100 times better already. You better quit. I don't even think so. Oh, that's bull. They could have just popped it out and you would have felt instant relief. Like, that's not an entrance or an exit. Yeah. How you like me now? But, yeah, even with, well, you probably feel better by then and probably won't even have to worry about the extraction if they put you on some antibiotics and stuff. CJM Farms, yeah. I've got a lot of positive things I'm thinking of. That should help. That and the milkshake should take care of you. I've got a list of stuff to be happy and positive about. Well, single man, that's probably true. I always used military dentists, so I never paid, so I can see that. Except for the Air Force dentist. I went to try to get a wisdom tooth extracted from them, but no. They just rebuilt it and then it fell apart later. Still haven't got that one extracted. Not much of anything of it left, but yeah, it is what it is. Before too long, I am going to have to go look at my... I still have all the I'm going to stay simple with tomatoes this year. How much space, and risotto, and space and sauce. I might throw them on something. Mo, I have 11 varieties planted. I think only 11. I have 12 varieties planted. And that's about as fancy as I'm getting with it. 12 varieties. Don't you run at me. I'll let you out when I want you. Come on. Go. But the biggest majority of them, I have 2 full trays of tomatoes planted.
We're at Lowe's right now, and I'm picking up wood first to start on the greenhouse.
Oh, that's cool. This was going to be a window greenhouse, but plans fell apart. Although I had all the windows for it. So I have 12 varieties of tomatoes planted, but I have 2 full trays. So that's 144 cells. But some of them have like 4 plants in them each. Still snowing up at your cabin? Poogie, you're going to quit that. And I'm not joking. You're going to quit it. You're going to quit it quick. You can always have 2 greenhouses. Technically, I kind of have 2 greenhouses. But can I have 3? That's the question. Well, Tanya, the plan is and the goal is to can enough tomato sauce for pizzas and everything like that that I don't have to buy any tomato paste, any tomato sauce, no diced tomatoes. So all of our tomato needs will be met for the coming year. That's the plan. I mean, cases upon cases of canned tomato stuff. You still want the greenhouse connected? Yeah, so you can have your heated greenhouse. That's going to be cool. I can't wait to see that one. Alright, strong enough to bend Homestead. Take care. Don't let them work you too hard. Pookie says I'll do what I want. Yeah, she definitely does what she wants. We have a tomato grow house down the road. We found that. That's pretty cool. Next year, I hope to have tomatoes in the ground at this time already. In the hoop house. That way I can just roll up the sides and tomatoes will be booming, and then I can be selling them for $2 a pound. Because people around here will buy them from me at $2 a pound for every tomato I have. Actually, I did pretty good last year selling everything at $2 a pound, and nobody would... Everybody's just buying them as fast as I can grow them. That and the blackberries, I was selling them before I had them picked at $20 a gallon. I love a hoop house. They're not that difficult, honestly. The biggest expense on them is the lumber. I can a ton of tomatoes every year. I plant at least 300 tomatoes every year. That is phenomenal. I don't know if I have enough tomatoes then to can everything we want to. But at least it's a step in the right direction for it. We might just have to adjust some eating and stuff. But we also want to make our ketchup and barbecue sauce, things of that nature, and keep it put up. Because, one, financially it makes sense, and two, it just sounds fun. The main goal is to eventually only have to go to the grocery store to pick up salt, pepper, and sugar, really. Your cold frames are bursting at the seams. See, I got to build some of those as well for our raised beds. That's why I made them 4x8. It's so I can get the PVC and make the covers for them. And 4x8's easier to manage. You don't have, yeah. Hi, she's Temperance. Have you met her? She ain't that sweet. And yes, I do need sugar. But the only thing we really use it for is our tea, so it's not that bad. I like to get my bees going again. Stevia for sugar. I see. I don't know. I don't know if I've tried stevia, but well, honey sweetens it, but it doesn't taste the same. If that makes any sense. Now, honey is good, and we like honey. We like it on things, but it does not taste the same as sugar, as sweet tea. It just tastes weird. I wouldn't go that far. Not in my sweet tea. Honey tastes amazing, yes. And it tastes better than sugar, yes. But there's a sense of comfort and familiarity with my sweet tea. Hey Karen, how you doing? And if that's the only thing that we really use sugar in, I'm fine with that, honestly. So if I can just go to town and get, you know, the flour and cornmeal and salt, pepper, and 15 pounds of sugar, well, it would be good. Yes, that would be blasphemous. Sweet tea for life. Made your first ever cornbread today. Now, have you tried your first ever cornbread yet? Because I want to know what you think about cornbread. Canned ketchup, salsa, pasta sauce, pizza sauce, tomato sauce, crushed tomatoes, barbecue sauce, and just plain tomatoes. Yes, Miss Brenda, that is all the above. Awesome. I'm glad you like cornbread. That's a staple here. Going to be a weekly event here. Growing up, it was a daily event at my nanny and papa's. They were mine and my little brother's babysitters, but there was cornbread every meal. You have sugar beets in Holland. See, I don't want to process the beets into the sugar. That just seems like a lot of work. Like a lot of work. Like, sugar cane would be awesome to do as well, because, you know, you make molasses or sorghum. It's either sorghum or molasses. I don't remember right off the top of my head. Huh? Sorghum. Sorghum from sugar cane. And still make sugar and all that stuff. But you gotta have a press and a big fire, and 5 gallons of honey lasts you almost 3 years. That's some honey though. I would like to get my bees going though. Again. This time keep them from absconding like the last 2 sets. I can see Copper Kettle Farms, 5 gallons wouldn't last her long because she'd Winnie the Pooh it. And Johnny's laughing about that. I think she's agreeing that Johnny would Winnie the Pooh it herself if she had 5 gallons of honey. She'd just sit there with a 5-gallon bucket between her legs, just pulling it out a handful at a time.
I make a lot of being Nelly's honey.
Do what? Natalie's honey bread.
Cake thing.
The honey cakes?
No,
the honey buns?
Natalie was trying to make something, but we said we didn't have no sugar, so we put honey in it instead.
Oh.
And it ended up really good.
Makes sense to me.
But it was weird looking.
It's weird looking. Most things Natalie cooks is weird looking. I'm definitely going to need...
Really good.
Huh?
Fried carrots were really good.
Fried carrots. Yeah, Miss Brenda, I'm going to need your recipes too. I'm half tempted to grow mustard just to let it go to seed, just to make mustard, but I don't know if that would be economically feasible. Yeah, I remember you saying you were allergic to bees. I do have some garlic infused honey. I never thought about using it on chicken. I bet it'd be really good to put on some quail though. If it's good on chicken, it'd be better on quail. I guarantee she made garlic infused honey. Crooked Woods Family Orchard. You can take garlic cloves and put it in the honey, and it just naturally do its thing. Thanks, CJM Farms. I had fun building it. Like I said, Prep Stutter Bob helped me build it. And, yeah. J-Love, she said 300 plants. If that's the case, I'm going to have to put some tomatoes out across the road. I'm probably going to have to till up spots over there and put stuff out anyway. J-Love, unfortunately, it didn't go for Crystal. Single man, you are most welcome. Alright, Crooked Woods Family Orchard, I hope they don't work you too hard at work. Eli, I really need my quail to start laying again. They are being bummed since we moved over here. I've gotten a grand total of 3 eggs. Get your wet butt off of me. Get down, 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 get down. No, get down. I said get down. I'm not going to snuggle with you when you're wet. She ain't either. You might as well just sit down. Find you a spot. There you go. Good girl. I'll bet you.
Get down.
Pookie love. Pookie's a brat. Now she's over taking a nap. Anybody got any questions or anything? Was having fun talking about livestock. That conversation just kind of died off. Pookie hush. Potatoes don't go in the freezer. That's another reason I was flabbergasted by the article on Facebook. Like, why are people freezing potatoes? Have you ever had chickens get frostbite? I have not. It doesn't really get that cold here. Paul, it hasn't hit my notifications yet. Usually it does that about 30 minutes before. Yeah, Eli, I've got lights in their pens, and I did move the pens from the side of the quail barn where I had them set up because in the morning they really wasn't getting any light. But I'll probably change that back this winter and plug them back in. So I moved them out to where they get sun exposure morning and noon, or morning and evening. At noon they have the tops on, so it's pretty shady in there. But I have light bulbs in each pen, so I'm working on that myself. Dehydrated potatoes, but never frozen. Mo, what was it I heard? Vaseline on their combs and stuff tends to help, but with their coop, it's really a matter of just leave the ventilation at the top and just make sure everything else is draft free. You set it for 1.5 hours from now. So in about an hour, it'll probably pop up to notify people. That's fine, Karen. You had a phone call. That's more important than my live stream. I guarantee that. No apologies needed. That and you're cooking at the same time, so that's perfectly fine. What are you cooking, by the way? We're going to make meatloaf tonight. It's one of my favorite meals anyway. Last night I was thinking about having flank steak with salsa, but went to town and they didn't have no flank steak, so I got cube steaks and cooked them up and made some steak fries. And I think that was probably better than the flank steak idea. It sure hit the spot. Misty, what are you cooking later? Leftover chicken in the fridge, so maybe taco soup. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm more of like beef taco person than chicken tacos. Oh, ordered I ordered 25. What, I ordered 25, didn't I? 25 Cornish crosses the other day. Forgot about that. So they will be. Then the only options they had was either next week or July. So, yeah. Got them coming in for next week. So I got lucky there. Wasn't too bad of a price. $69 free shipping plus the free chick and all that stuff. Plus we have the eggs in the incubator that toward the end of the month they'll start hatching. So got that going. I don't know about most of y'all, but I can make a chicken that on Sunday, there for a while when we had the chickens, I like roasting a chicken on Sunday, but we'll have chicken until Wednesday off of that. Dutch, I don't know exactly how long I'll be live, but I'll remind everybody about your live. And if I'm still on, I will run them your way and I will cut off mine to not interrupt your live stream. I am just here trying to build some hours because I am so close. Ceviche. Is that what you're having, Eli? Ceviche? That's fine, Mo. But yeah, I believe it's what putting Vaseline on it. Chicks are in short supply and expensive out here. Yeah, y'all are pretty well shut down because of Newcastle, aren't you? Yeah, we make at least 2 big meals for 3 adults and 1 chicken corpse, and then a half a gallon to a gallon of broth, and then feed it to the chickens. Yeah, Crystal, that's pretty well what we do. One night we have roast chicken. Then another night we have like a chicken and noodle soup. What did we do last time?
Chicken and rice.
And then we had chicken and rice. So 3 very, very filling meals with very little chicken on the 2 other meals. Need to find a tom turkey for your 2 hens. I need to build a turkey pen and get me some turkeys, quite honestly.
I also need to build a duck pen.
And then, of course, I was just been told by management again I need to build a duck pen. Yeah, Paul, I should still be here when you get home. But management has informed me that I need to build a duck pen. And she's got some wild duck pen ideas. Like, these ducks are going to have like a deck around their swimming pool and stuff. So I don't really mind doing that, I don't guess. I'm going to have to cut a hole in the bottom of the pool and put a drain and some plumbing to drain it and make it easy to clean. But yeah. I've agreed on the ducks. I don't mind ducks. I like blue Swedish ducks because they're awesome ducks. I just don't want to spend $10 per duck right now. Because one, that's expensive. I don't have an HOA, no. By management, I meant my wife. So I have to build a duck hut, and then I want to get Swedish blues. And then I want to take a couple of those Swedish blues and make orange duck out of them. Because, yeah. Maybe even cure some duck breast and some like duck breast prosciutto and stuff like that. Plus duck egg. I don't think so. Plus duck egg. What did I just tell you? There's people driving down the road. They're allowed to do that. Pookie, hush. Hush. See, you got him going. No. Shut up. He's only barking because you're barking. So, no. Come here. Fine, be gone. Oh, well, when Mama's happy. No. Mama's a butthole. But yeah, she loves ducks and wants ducks, so. We will enter into the world of ducks again.
Peacocks.
She wants peacocks, but she ain't getting no peacocks. I'll tell you that right now. Peacocks are a no-go. The sheep have been loving on the goats. Now temperature's getting onto the dogs now. Wish all this mess was done and over with, Miss Brenda, or I know we would already had transferred those sheep over. I'm still excited about them. Every once in a while, I still go and look for a Titan ram too for them. How many goats are you up to now? So cold you had the brooders in the living room. I have a automatic brooder that I got last year that I'm gonna set on top of some dog crates in our crafting room, which is the dog room right now. So I'm gonna set that up on there, get the temperature adjusted, because incubators and brooders and anything like that, they do much better in a controlled temperature and climate control than they do just out and about. Even with the brooder in my hatchery, the fluctuation of temperature outside would affect the temperature in the brooder. And this brooder, you just really just have to set it to the temperature you want it to be at and forget about it. But the temperature inside it is affected by external temperatures, so you're always having to adjust it or any of that type of situation too. With that said, I could always get another Inkbird digital thermostat, and I can set that up to where it would operate it at a set temperature, which is probably what I'm gonna do. All right, Eli, God bless you, man. Have fun. Miss Brenda, do you not like the Billies because they're butt heads, or do you just don't like them because they stink really bad? Which, either way, I mean, those are valid concerns with them. But I had a couple of Billies that were just sweet as could be. They were just big dogs. Lover's Lane Lodge, yeah, I probably will get that. Take out the wafer thermostat in it and just put in a Inkbird to control it all. It's what I did with my incubator when the switch went out on it inside. Replaced it, so I turned my Sportsman 1202 incubator into a digital incubator. The only problem with it is that you can't set it for 1/2 degrees, which is really nice for an incubator. It wouldn't matter with the brooder, but if you set it for 1 degree higher, all your chicks are hatching 1 day early. But if you set it for 1 degree lower, they hatch a day later. But I mean, it's just a matter of knowing that and adjusting. Anymore, that incubator just is really, my Sportsman 1202 is just overflow anymore, because I have a Sportsman 1502 that I use it, and when it's at full capacity, then I fire up the 1202. But they both work great. I have more incubation space than I do brooder space right now. I really need to just build a hatchery just for hatchery purposes only. Mo, I just ordered my Cornish crosses from Murray McMurray the other day. But if you can't, alright, before the Cornish cross became popular, there were 2 meat breeds in England that were used for meat production. They were Rhode Island Reds and Speckled Sussex. Eventually, we're going to wean ourselves off of buying meat chickens and just use our Speckled Sussex flocks to produce our meat birds for us. Because 1, they're a gorgeous chicken, and 2, they're pretty decent size. It just takes like 4 months for them to get up, you know. But for us as homesteaders, we could, what's another month really? Also, with that said, when you do look at the hatcheries, you need to pay attention to some of them. Some of them, they up their prices up a little bit. Cackle's pretty good. I ordered 25 25 Cornish cross hens from Murray McMurray personally. I only ordered mine 2 days ago, and I'm supposed to get them next week. I've stocked up on chicken feed and fears the price of jacking. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm on my last bag. I will need to get more. I'm back. No more hardly is not for sale. From Murray McMurray, yeah, I ordered 25 like 2 days ago. Mo, if you can only get 12, I would go with the 12. Honestly, get what you can get while you can get it. Honestly, I don't even feed organic chick feed. I probably couldn't afford it anyway. That stuff is expensive. People are hoarding feed here. There is only like 2 feeds that I really do get. One's from Tractor Supply, and it's only a 40-pound bag, but it's like $8. 16% protein, which I use on the quail and on the chickens. But usually what I feed the quail is like 24% protein. It's a chicken feed, but they eat it as well. Will do, Mo. I will send you an Instagram message. Currently, I was at like 3,775 this morning when I looked. Hey, Ontario Homestead, how you doing? Glad you showed up, popping in for a minute. We're just hanging out in the greenhouse and chatting, and I'm trying to build up some hours here. Ontario Homestead, I can say that I do not envy you. I don't do well with snow. Cloud just moved and the sun's coming in real bright. Yeah, Lover's Lane's Lodge, that's what I use as chick feed for quail chicks and for my chicken chicks when they're little. And then I wean off the layers. But I can get a 50-pound bag at another feed store of a pelleted 24% chick feed that's not a starter. Alright, Paul, see you in a few. I used to just feed the 24% chick starter to my quail for their whole life. But that gets expensive pretty quick too. Five inches of snow. Nope, not for me. What's funny is like right across the river in Missouri and in Arkansas and stuff, they tend to get snow, but it bypasses us. So we are fortunate in that. Somehow it hits the river and it just goes around us, and it hardly ever snows here. They'll quit. Pokey hush. What I do is I just keep giving all my snow to Duncan 1900 Homestead, so they can keep it on that side of the river. Lover's Lane's Lodge, that makes perfect sense to me. Which I have a chicken coop with a run, so they can go out there. It's made out of dog panels, so I can rearrange it and keep them on grass, and it works out pretty well. Need to get busy. Paul's almost home. Thought you just wait and then put him to work when he gets home. Now I do have a chicken tractor that I built. Well, I call it a poultry tractor because at any time there could be ducks in it, there could be turkeys in it, any of that. Yeah, Eli, I couldn't deal with that. That's just too much. That's not really fair to someone who has, 200 birds and they can only afford enough on the purchase limit to get enough for 2. Your celery is germinated. Never grown celery. Ducks are foul. That is true. But I built it tall enough where I could have turkeys in it if I wanted to. I don't see how purchase limits on livestock feed is going to help anybody. So a person has 200 birds, and they're only getting allowed to buy enough to feed 100 birds. What's that going to do? To find him some work to do when he gets here. Makes sense to me. Get him to work on getting that greenhouse attached to the house. Because when I run into Kentucky to buy feed for the quail, I usually buy about 250 pounds at a time. But that lasts them forever. Just over here, I don't have the storage that I did at the other place because my shed's still over there. It's not over here yet. But I hope to get that fixed sooner than later. Will you hush? It's the wind, Dingus. I don't need you all barking and barking. And I really never tried growing celery. Not anything we really eat.
I want to.
You want to?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I need to get celery seeds. Yeah, Lover's Lane Lodge, you gotta do what you gotta do. Get it where you can. We're really not having many issues here in my area. Pink celery. Huh. That just seems unnatural. Your feed store still open and thriving? Yeah. You deal with feed mills, so no shortage of feed on me. For me, yeah, that makes sense to me too. I am thinking about just contacting a place that the feed I buy the most of is purchased and see what they how much it would be to just get a truckload brought in, like a whole pallet at a time. Because a pallet of feed for the quail would probably last them a year. I just really need to get those stinking little quail to start laying again, so I can start incubating again, and then I can start eating quail again. Thanks, Jess. I appreciate it. I don't have to worry about hay right now. 4 tons of rabbit food a month. How many rabbits you feeding? I've got 3 whole rabbits. They couldn't eat 4 tons of rabbit food a year. Living a rogue life, it said, I think your message got cut off. Not necessarily, no. If it got wet, maybe, but if it doesn't get wet, it's usually, this isn't something like sweet feed that's got a lot of any moisture in it. That's a lot of bunnies. That's a lot of bunnies. I'm sure you had a lot of buying, selling, and trading of rabbits going, though. So that makes sense to me. But the feed, the ware milling feed I get, living a rogue life, even though it's mostly for the quail, that's what I use to feed chickens and stuff too. So if you kept it in a shed and kept it dry, it wouldn't mold. $400 to $900 a month. Whew. Yes, living a rogue life. They're pellets. A basement dry brick. Yeah, that would do too. Pull out, make sure no moisture got in it. Yeah, breeding stock is. Our feed bill's around $200 a month. And my feeding bill's nowhere near that anymore right now. Let's see. Go through. The chickens and the quails go through about 50 a month, and the rabbits go through about 20. So about 70 a month here is what I'm paying. The dogs are about 20 months, $20 a month for them. I'm sure it will grow exponentially as I add more critters back to this place. Now pigs, those guys were the ones who would eat you out of house and home. That'll do it. So like I said, pigs are the ones that eat you out of house and home. I was getting them pig feed and corn, cracked corn, stuff like that. Because the corn, I could use it to cut down their other feed some. Plus, with you fermented, that helps a lot as well. Well, the good thing about pigs though, is that they will eat all your scraps as well. What? That's spooky. Yeah, I was looking at some pigs earlier, Ontario Homestead. I gotta get a new pen built for them. Living rogue life, you'd probably be better off getting 2 feeder pigs in the fall and letting them till your garden up and then butchering them in the spring. Depending on where you're at, because some places spring is really, really quick, and some places you got a little bit more time. What kind of rabbits were you raising? Were they just like Californians or New Zealand's? What were you dealing with? New Zealand's mostly. And New Zealand's are pretty popular for all kind of stuff. Now, if you could sell some show rabbits, those do pretty good too, from what I understand. You make some pretty good money off show rabbits. I have never heard of those Champagne d'Argent. I have never heard of that type of rabbit. I had a couple of Rex rabbits before. They were cool. I like them. You don't like show people? That makes sense to me. See, if I was to do rabbits to try to make a profit off of it, I would have to try to do it, you know, like show rabbits, meat rabbits, breeding stock for the rabbits, try to hit the whole gamut of everything just for more money. And your HOA would definitely not be happy if you brought home pigs. Sell them as exotic dog breed. That's funny. If only that would work. See, I can't stand HOA stuff anyway. I could never do that. When I buy something, a piece of ground, nobody's telling me what I can and can't do on it. That's just how it is. No way will I let somebody tell me what I can and can't do on my own land. I got into it with the president of the water company because I own some property that they have a 50-foot by 50-foot lease on. And he was trying to tell me what I could and couldn't do. on my land. Not even what they have leased, on my land. I ran him off one day, and then I caught him the next day and told him to come up there and show me where their lease was. And I already had it measured out. And then all he could do is apologize and say, oh, I still don't like it, people parking up here. And then, well, there's nothing you can do about it. It is my land. I will do whatever I want. They ain't trying to tell me that leases don't transfer upon sale of land. Boy, was he wrong on that too. But it just so happens that some of their electrical panels are 50 foot outside their property on my land. Hey, Pathways Homestead, how you doing? Which, I mean, it's a mute point. All the land is my land. Everything the water on is mine. They just have it leased. Still my land. Good and cold. Pathways, yeah, I know all about some Kansas code. Fort Riley, Kansas during the winter is too much for me. Oh, there's definitely plenty of wind. There ain't nothing to stop it. I think there's like 4 whole trees in the state. Especially along I-70. You talking about the bench here? Thank you. It is all used material. My dad still builds houses, so I get a lot of lumber scraps from him. So yeah, took a 2x4, cut it to length times 2, made some 17-inch supports. If it quit blowing, I'd fall over. And then the top of it is concrete form board. It's like plywood, but it's like 3/4 inch thick. And it's used, so there's concrete on it in spaces, but it's not. Oh, excuse me. It's used, so there's a little bit of concrete on it, so it ain't gonna hurt nothing in here. I'll make a lot of bench tops out of this stuff because I mean it's solid. There's just holes in it, spaced evenly apart, but that works out pretty well too. Still got to cut a piece for back here and finish that out, and then I have a bench to build on that side. Sorry, one of the YouTubers has the Rebecca Nichols. I did not know that. Who is it? Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm kind of out here waiting for it to start raining too. It's supposed to have started already. Thrill of the Thrift. I have never heard of them. I had a great uncle pass away because of it. Out of rum and whiskey. Oh, that's a rough life. Yeah, my great uncle, he was 82 years old, passed away due to the current virus going around. Can't get out. Haha. Pneumonia on top of it too. Yeah, Lover's Lane Lodge. Out of his siblings, he's only the second one out of 8 of them. He's only the second one to pass away, and the youngest one, she's in her 70s now, and then my grandmother's the oldest. And I think she was born in 35. So yeah, she'd be my grandmother would be 85 in June. So anybody got any big plans coming up, or anything fun and exciting they're going to be doing before too long? A couple of jars of homemade moonshine in the fridge for hard times. Yeah, that's always. It might be, but I don't hardly drink either. Life without adult beverages is just breathing. I guess my life's just breathing because I barely drink. I mean, I can hold my own. It's just I don't go. Welcome back, Paul. I think we're going to run this for about 14 more minutes, and that'll give me 3 hours of doing this. I'm about tired. 3-hour live streams is kind of rough, even though I'm just sitting here. I don't know what it is. Some lives sometimes they energize you, and sometimes they just kind of zap you. Either way, it's all good. I don't mind. I like sitting here. I like talking with y'all. My beautiful wife is behind me, sleeping hard in the chair. Then she hears me light a cigarette, and then she wakes up. Building the hoop coop, still trying. I don't have all the cutting clothes. As soon as I can get my gardens in. That sounds like a good plan. Seems like I always have plans and projects, but I don't have the finances to
put it all together. I could put another 6 trays over here. You hear me? Oh, that's not bad. If I ever get the second tier of shelving in here, that'd be 48 trays worth of plants. What's the wife? That's the lady who tells me what to do around here. Sorry, Ontario Homestead. Generally, we don't smoke in our lives except for some of these long ones. When I'm outside, I will smoke. I do apologize for the inconvenience for anyone who has to sit here and watch me smoke a cigarette, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Lover's Lane Watch, I don't have anything to pressure can currently. I still have, I forgot how many pints of deer meat I still have. I still got a lot of chili beans. I don't have a whole lot of variety, but I've got a lot of stuff canned up. I'm gonna have to invest in a lot of jars this year for stuff. Once I'm done with,
Jar holder.
huh?
And those jar holder things.
Oh, yeah, those would be nice, but. All right, Ontario Homestead. See, living a rogue life, I can do anything I want to. Quite honestly, anything I want to, I can do and get done. I don't like the ability or the skill. I like funding. It's the only thing. But we live on a limited income. I get a VA check, and do I have an Amazon wish list? Yes, I do. I have an Amazon wish list right here. Copy link address. Paste. And of course it's too long. I have an Amazon list in my description. Quart no name jars, $4.99 a case. Hey, Saints Place, is this Emma? I'm gonna assume it's Emma. Well, Mama Z got it for you. Living a rogue life. Mama Z put chat. Hi Emma, how you doing? Is it cold where you're at? Everyone else from Missouri said it's been cold, so I'm gonna assume you're cold too. We're just out here chilling in the greenhouse. Started with me putting adding the second bench in from the first bench we built to the wall over this way. I still got to put a little bit more of a top on it here, but after this I'll just have one more bench over there for the bottom run. After that I can only move up. Like I can move it up a couple of feet higher and put in new ones. Alright, living a rogue life. I hope you have a awesome supper. I got about 10 things on the go, never get a shorter list. By curb shopping and construction dumpsters. And we really don't have many construction dumpsters around. I can always go to any one of my dad's job sites and pick up stuff there. That's where, like, a lot of this stuff is stuff he's pulled home, got tired of it, sitting in his yard, and say, "Come get this stuff." So load it up on the tractor, and I'll go stash it away somewhere. Like, I've got a full deck over there somewhere that I've taken some boards off of, but I dismantled that for my uncle. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think there's some 2x12s over I can use for some raised beds. I built 2 raised beds out of 2x12s, so we got that. Yeah, same place. It's only, yesterday was our last cold day in our forecast. Now it's 40s and 50s and going up for our lows. Our highs are even higher than that. But if we want nice weather, we just come out here. That thermometer is saying it's 82 in here, but this one right here is saying it's 98. But it doesn't feel like it's 98 in here. I think there's something wrong with it. This fall I'll start getting PVC for the tops of my raised beds so I can greenhouse all them. Now we do have a Lowe's. No Home Depots around here though. One person got lucky enough to shingle their whole roof. Huh. Honestly, I despise shingles. I've toted so many shingles, I have roofed so many houses that it's just, oh. Unless it's a metal roof anymore, I don't even bother to help. Whenever I need to roof the new house, that's what's going on. It's metal roof. Need 2x4x8 to build the hinges for the top. Yeah. So that's why I was going to do mine. I was going to do either 2x4s or 2x3s along the bottom, and then attach the PVC to it so it'll hinge, so I can lift it up and down. Alright, Ontario Homestead, take care. Hope you have a good evening. We're only going to be on here for about 4 more minutes. Same place, it can, but you can also get an antenna to put outside to draw in the wireless signals. So there is that, but with the metal roof, the metal roof will last you a lot longer than shingles will. Like a lot longer, and it might even bring your insurance rates down. You plotting on me?
No.
The wind's changed. It's not blowing right here. I still hear it. I think the rain's been getting ready to be here. Which in our old house was metal sided and had a metal roof on it, our old trailer. So yeah, it will affect with wireless signals. But you can get an antenna to hook outside and then run a wire into the house, and it will rebroadcast the wireless signal for you. But I have a local company that does our internet for us, but we have an antenna outside because the standpipe, the water tower that sits on my property, has the antennas there. Hello, Nani. I see you. Wydell, I see you on. Look how witty you are. you had a hard time getting fire insurance with a metal roof. Why would it be harder for you to get it? Here, it's fire. Metal roof is what insurance prefers. I don't see the reasoning on that. Metal really doesn't burn. Shingles burn really well. That's just one of those things that, kind of baffles my mind. I just don't get their reasoning on that. Oh, the metal roof was put on over shingles. Okay, I can see that. Which, I mean, that's commonplace here, but I'm sure our temperatures don't get nowhere near what some of your temperatures do. Plus, y'all have a lot more fire problems anyway. Hold on, I gotta catch her. Nani,
Yeah.
I need water. Thank you. I can see that, but here that's still common practice to lay down tar paper and then put that over top of shingles. Just because it makes, well, one, it's a lot cheaper. Sometimes we even put lathing down on top of shingles and then put a metal roof. But I mean, your state has a lot more regulation than what anybody wants to deal with. So there is that. Hey Gina, how you doing, neighbor? Sitting out here in the greenhouse. Lovers Lane Lodge, I hope you have a blessed weekend yourself. Plus it helps with sound. I just love a metal roof anyway. I've installed so many of them. I just like the way they look. I like how they go on easy. They last longer than most houses do. It's one of those investments that you can put on and be done. I wouldn't say I'm working hard, but I was working earlier potting up plants. I ran out of solo cups. Well, Sonny, I went live because I didn't have a video ready for today. I mowed the yard yesterday and bought a mower, fixed a mower because I broke a spindle on it. And then mowed the lawn and cleaned up stuff like that. So, yeah, I didn't have time. So I figured I'd go live, make it up. Instead of just, 5 to 10 minutes worth of video, I'll sit out here for hours, and I prefer this anyway. I like the conversations we have anyway. Is it too early for cucumbers in our neck of the woods? Just a little bit, Gina. With that said, though, I'm probably going to plant some this weekend. Just got home from making egg deliveries. Hopefully, with this incubation, I get a lot more hens so I can actually do some egg sales. Right now, we have 3 hens, which is enough for me, Johnny, and Temperance. But speckled Sussex they're good. We get 12, from a hen, you're supposed to get, from these hens, you're supposed to get 4 to 5 eggs a week, and we do that pretty regularly. Oh yeah, Eli. Plus, y'all get to know me a lot better here in the chat than you would in just my videos. there's no back and forth. It's just the information I'm disseminating to y'all. Here we can have conversations and I can chat back and forth. So I do like, that's what I like. Plus y'all get to listen to the awesome wind we're in. Got 2 Isa Browns Saturday and have gotten 10. Isa Browns are great egg layers though. What kind of dog trouble are you having? Are they trying to get into your coop? If so, you can run a hot wire around the bottom of the coop, and once they hit that, the dogs won't want nothing to do with it. Or you can just warn the people to keep their dogs put up, and if they don't, put them down for your bird safety, because it's your duty to protect them. Thank you, Ruth. Well, hot wire does work. It deter them pretty easy. Will y'all hush? I had to get a little bit of water in there. You mean like what is a hot wire? Yeah, it's electric fencing is what it is. Takes a it's a electric fencing. You hook it up to a energizer, and it sends a shock through it. So when something touches it, them touching the ground grounds it themselves out, so they get zapped. But I don't let my chickens free range either. What was Dummy getting? Oh. Also, like Emma's saying, the Premier One fencing, they work phenomenal because they're entirely electric. Anything that tries to get into the chickens, they have to deal with a net made of electric wire, and it just shocks them, and then they don't want nothing to do with it. Okay, so you have a pin. So what I would do is get some insulators, and I would run an electric wire like 3 inches up off the ground all the way around the dude. So as they're trying to get in there and dig, they hit that wire, and that'll stop them. Use about 2 dumb chickens a month, owls. Yeah, but with that there, Eli, that's, breeding out flock weakness. If they're going to be dumb enough to be gotten by an owl, they won't pass that on genetically. Alright, everybody, we have passed the 3-hour mark. Thank you for stopping by the homestead today. I'm glad you came in. Appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, see you next time. God bless. We're going to go ahead and call this a day. So, I know there are a lot of great lives coming up. It's not on electricity, it's of course still around about 2 feet to keep bears from digging. Yeah, that'll work too. So, it's Friday. There's going to be a lot of great lives. Paul with Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading will be going live before too long. So go and check him out. Paul, if you want to, post your link and tell everybody when you're going on. I just got a little bit more watering to do out here, and then I'm heading inside anyway. So Paul, go ahead and post your link, and then tell everybody when you're going live so everybody can go over there. Yep, he's going live in 10 minutes. God bless everybody.